What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I get a lot of questions about eBay fees, a lot of opinions about eBay fees, so I'm going to show you how they work exactly if you're new to eBay. I also want to talk about them after I show you this. Places like Mercari and even eBay in the UK are starting to get rid of their fees, or at least the seller fees. But I got this trusty eBay fee calculator here, and we're going to go through some examples and talk about it a bit. Kind of give you my opinion on if you should have an eBay store, that kind of thing. I know there's a lot of people out there leaving the comments all the time telling me that you can't make money on eBay because of the fees. Obviously, that's not true. Because a lot of people make money on eBay despite the fees. Looking at this, we got the sold price here. Let's just sell an item for $100. Shipping charged. Let's say the shipping charged is $15. Let's say you pick it up at a garage sale. Let's just say it's a VCR. You pick up at a garage sale for $20, sell it for $100. Shipping charge is $15. Then you got shipping cost, which if you ship through eBay, you get a shipping discount on many of the services. This could be anywhere from 15%. I've seen it all the way up to like 6% discount on some of the shipping costs. Generally though, it's like $2 or $3. So we'll just say $13 is what you end up paying for shipping. Now this is going to differ for some people because you can pass the savings to the buyer directly. In that case, the buyer would have been charged $13 shipping. That would have been the shipping charged. Number of orders, 1. Don't need to change that. eBay store, don't need to change that right now. We'll do an example with the eBay store after the first example here. Top rated, we'll just do above standard. Overseas sales, no promoting, no charity. Sales tax, I'll just use my sales tax, which is 7.5%. That's obviously going to vary to wherever you are in the United States. And this is based on the United States prices. Canada, UK, places like that is going to be different, right? But you can kind of get a general idea of the point I'm trying to make in this video regardless. Sales tax includes shipping. Now with eBay fees, they do factor in the shipping cost and the sales tax. I know that bugs a lot of people. I don't understand fully why they do the sales tax, but I understand why they do the shipping. If anyone remembers back in the 90s selling on eBay, what did everyone do? They priced a $50 item 99 cents and then they made the shipping $49. That way they were only charged fees on that $1 that they sold the item for. So eBay was forced to charge fees on the shipping as well. I wish they had some sort of advanced system where they would charge less on the shipping. So they charge like a base fee and then a percentage on the shipping. I don't know exactly how it would work. But despite all that, of course, you can still make money. You can see the item category here, consumer electronics, which is exactly what we want. Pretty much every category is the same now. I think in eBay, I think maybe automobiles and things like that are a bit higher. Maybe music, it seems like, for the category and the percentage. But check down here, you can see you're getting charged $16.78 in eBay fees, which is a 13.25% charge and then a transaction fee of 40 cents. When you're still using PayPal on eBay, that was a PayPal transaction fee, which was similar in price. And of course, sales tax is only charged to the buyer, but you're still paying a percentage of the fees on that. And you see the total profit is still $65.22. And I've had countless situations where I bought an electronic like a VCR or a combo unit. I've sold it for $100 and I've paid $20 or less for it at a garage sale. So this is very realistic. You can still see you're making quite a bit of profit if you're getting these items cheap enough. Now let's just change this up a little bit. Let's put the item costs. Let's say you pay $50 for it and decide to sell it at $100. You can see you're still making a 30% profit margin of $35, which if you look at profit margins for like Walmart and their products that they sell, they're probably making a lot less than 30%. Now, selling something that high, I usually don't, just because there's a risk it could get damaged, it could get returned, and that just cuts in your profits, right? Like even I bet if he was to buy it at $75 and it ended up being a bad buy, oh, I can only sell this for $100. You're still making a little bit of profit on the end. You're not losing money. So you can see how the fees are there. You're paying $16.78, but it's still very, very easy to make profit. Of course, I don't recommend making $10 profit on a $75 purchase on eBay. It's typically not worth it. I'm just saying that this is realistic even if you used to make a bad buy. So let's switch it back to $20 for the item. You see, still making $65. Now let's change the eBay store to a basic eBay store. You can see the fees jump down to 12.35% because if you're paying the monthly costs in eBay stores, you get a fee reduction. Now, obviously, this is for people people like me who's selling a lot on eBay. If you're just selling things around the house, you're looking at the first example primarily on what you're going to be paying. Seller level, this is your seller rating. You know, as long as you're providing good customer service, your seller rating will go up and stay at least above standard. And you can see top rated, which is where I'm at right now. You can see it drops even further to a ad rate of, or fee rate of 11.12%. You're only paying $14.14 for this particular scenario. Let's flip it down to below standard to say you got some bad feedback, you made some mistakes, or maybe just the customers have been terrible, which happens. You can see how below standard your fee rate shoots up to 18.35%. So eBay kind of has a reward system where if you keep your rating high, you're paying less money. So back to the eBay stores, I recommend if you're going to be selling a decent amount of items to just have an eBay store. There's lots of benefits. I think they're 20, they might have went up. I have not even paid attention. I just on auto pay. It used to be $20 a month. It might be like 22, even 25 now. I'm just not sure. I just don't pay attention because, you know, I'm just paying it. It's going to be a tax write-off. I'm getting reduced fees. I'm selling a lot of items, so that was reduced fees add up. It's pretty much paying for itself, right? Also, you get the coupon for eBay shipping supplies. Every quarter, you get $25 to spend. Just a nice little perk. And it allows you to list more items for free. I don't even know how that works right now, honestly, for new sellers, because I have like 18,000 free listings or something like that at this point. From what I can tell, I just never surpass it every month. Generally though, you get enough free listings that you never have to worry about it. At least I haven't. We can look at another example here for a smaller dollar item. Let's say you sell something for $20. Let's just say you do free shipping. Item cost is, or shipping cost is about $5. You know, it's like a under a pound ship, ground advantage, and you pay $5 for the item, right? For me, selling with the basic store and being top rated, you're looking at $2.39 for fees. So you're still making a pretty good profit on that. Usually an item that I'm selling for $20, I'm getting it less than $5. And typically with my eBay sales, I'm trying to make at least $10 profit. That's the goal. But some of these lighter items, you know, that are easy to ship, easy to list, I'm okay making less profit because, you know, I'm doing this for a living. So $7.21 isn't that bad if I'm spending $5 minutes to list something, right? Of course, if you don't have a store, you're paying a few more cents, $3.25 for something like that. So you're paying about $1 more in fees, which is unfortunate for a smaller item like this. But again, if you're getting this stuff for like $1 or $2 at a rummage sale, then you can almost make that $10 right there. And then with me on the basic store and what I'm doing, I am making at least a $10 bill. That will buy a lot of pasta and feed me for a week, right? I eat a lot of pasta. I need to stop. And of course, you can have other things at the promoted ad rate, which I do on a lot of items at 2%. Sometimes people click the ad, sometimes they just buy it without clicking the ad. And even then, at just an extra 2%, it isn't breaking the bank. You can see it hardly adds anything to the fees. Of course, if you're selling a $100 item, you know, that would be a bit more. So there's basically how eBay fees work. I don't think many of the categories matter. It seems like music. Yeah, music is slightly more. Seems like musical instruments is a lot less for whatever reason. Toys looks like they're about the same. It seems like I don't see vehicles on here. eBay Motors. eBay Motors is actually less, it looks like. But again, the point is that the eBay fees are manageable. And I just want to address some of the people that leave comments on my videos a lot talking about how I don't make money because of the fees. And I just wanted to point out it's very easy if you get this stuff cheap enough. And even if you don't get it cheap enough, there's still profit to be made. Of course, the person has to decide if their time, the risk, you know, if you want to pay $50 for an item and sell it for $100, you can still make money. And I should also mention this doesn't include what the IRS is going to take out, right? Because they take out money out of your profits. And of course, you can write off things like shipping and the eBay store cost. So really, even then, it's not as bad as it seems. But I've been doing this for over 10 years, and it's very plausible to do. It's just the thing I've always said is you just have to have enough items where you're getting them at a cost where you can actually flip them. They have to be items people want as well. You just can't sell anything. And you can make money. And I think the eBay fees right now are fair. I wish they were a little bit lower. I do see a trend where they might get lower rather than higher, because you got places like Mercari who got rid of their seller fees. It's now 0%, and they make their money charging a percentage for a return and like withdrawal fees and stuff like that. You also got eBay in the UK got rid of fees for private sellers, which are people who are not businesses, which is good and bad. I think they're just doing that as a test. If it works out, they'll probably bring that to the US, possibly. In my opinion, when you look at how much traffic eBay has, they have over 600 million according to the web every month. So that's a lot of potential customers that you can have buying your items. A place like Mercari is like 20, 25 million. So it's just a fraction of what's on eBay. You got less competition on Mercari, so it might be easier to sell some things. The best thing, honestly, to do is cross-list if you want to get more sales and take advantage of both, which just means that you would list something on eBay, then you cross-list it over to, say, Mercari or Poshmark. I have a link in the description for Prime Lister, which is what I've used. You can try it free for like a month, I believe. It's still a thing. And I sold a bunch of shoes. I put them on eBay, transferred them over to Mercari and then Poshmark. Got a bunch of sales on Mercari and Poshmark doing that, and still sold them on eBay as well, right? So it takes a little bit of extra time, but the cross-lister, helps out with all that. Amazon, the fees are a lot worse. I'm not going to get into Amazon, but it's almost to the point that it's hard to sell on there. I think the fees out on eBay, it's still very easy to make money. So if you're one of those people who complain about the fees, maybe you should just try to focus on being a bit more positive and think about all the benefits that eBay can give someone. And I'm not trying to promote eBay. I have a very love-hate relationship with eBay. I have a video, Why You're Gonna Hate Selling on eBay is the title. I say all the negative things about eBay in that video. I'm not here to try to convince you to sell on eBay. I honestly don't care. I get nothing if you decide to sell on eBay or not, right? eBay's not paying me anything, so I'm just providing information, just a vlog on YouTube that's talking about my reselling journey. But if you did enjoy the video, everybody, hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about the eBay fees. Of course, we all want them to be less so we can make more money. But let me know if the fees actually were just too high that you couldn't make money for whatever reason. I'd love to know more details about that. Prices at thrift stores are getting higher. People at garage sales starting to know what they got, so it is getting harder to find items. I get it, but I just love to hear people's experiences. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Till next time.